Welcome back to a brand new episode of the Lumberjack Saga Season 2. Last episode, we got ourselves a brand new Kubota tractor, along with an extremely powerful winch that we absolutely needed to continue hauling logs to the best of our abilities. But let me show you something here. Our sawmill has been churning out money. It is now November and we have $98,197. So things are going absolutely great, but a little bit of an issue. We're running low on wood now in the sawmill. So we do need to go back, start cutting into some of this tree line here and getting some more wood stocked up. Now, another thing we have to consider. It's November. We're getting close to snow being on the ground, and I want to be prepared for when that snow eventually comes. So that way we're not caught with our pants down and we have a way to deal with it. So today, what we have to do, we have to completely fill up our sawmill. We got to get that nice and good to go. And then I also want to head over to the store and check out some of the snow removal options that we can use here to keep things nice and tidy and keep our operation flowing. I'd rather that the winter did not shut us down, but instead that we're able to keep things rolling even though there's snow on the ground. So a lot of the trees around here are small, but I have plans for this area, and they're going to go. We're going to take them all out. We're going to load them in, even though they're small, because eventually what I want to do, or what I'd like to do here, is get some sort of carpentry station going so that we can turn some of our planks and our planks long into furniture and kind of make another step up in the amount of money we're making from our productions here. So that's the plan there. And then even further down the road, what we're going to need to do is get ourselves a way to bring trees from over there to over here. And there's a couple pieces of equipment that I've had my eye on. Haven't 100% set my mind on anything specific just yet, but there are some things we're looking at. But for today, we are going to focus on the forestry equipment, and we're also going to focus on filling this guy up. Now, where's my chainsaw? There it is. We'll keep you in there for now. Let's head on over with our tractor and start hooking up some of these trees and getting them ready to process. Now, I don't think I need the winch for most of these. I could probably grab them with the Kubota with no problem, but there are a couple bigger box elders and stuff like that. Like you could see them back in there. Yeah, there's some thick boys, that's for sure. So those we're going to take care of with the winch, and the rest we're going to just grab with the Kubota and bring them over that way. So let's get to chopping and let's get to filling, more importantly. Yeah, I really wasn't messing around today. I basically went through and I cut down everything just about up until right behind our little trailer right there. So yeah, we got a lot of wood to haul now, and it's a mixture. We've got a mixture of the Japanese Zelenko, is that what they're called? We got Scotch pines in here. We got elm trees. We got box elder. We got basically, I feel like just about every tree imaginable. So yeah, some of these we're going to be able to do with our Kubota here, and the others we're going to have to do with our winch. So I am going to just start grabbing some of these smaller trees out in front, and this is going to clear up a tremendous footprint for us, an absolutely huge footprint. There were a lot of trees there that we just completely demolished. And, you know, sometimes I feel a little bad doing this, but then other times I'm like, yeah, no, I'm fine. It's money. It's money in the bank. This is our job. This is what we got to do. Am I going to be able to grab this? I think just maybe right there. Can be a little odd sometimes picking up these deciduous trees. They're not the easiest to handle in the world. Yep, just like that. And there's stumps everywhere too, which I got to be careful of. I always got to remember that, have it in the back of my mind, because it is actually quite easy to get the Kubota stuck on these bigger stumps. They are no joke. Oh, I had it there. There we go. Yeah, they are no joke. So I gotta think of that. But otherwise, this is a pretty clear-cut job here of just hauling all these trees over into this intake area, and then as soon as we get to the bigger trees, we'll whip out the winch and we'll give that a go. So in preparation for this, I actually figured, hey, let me learn about like logging operations, like how they work in real life. So I've been watching this show called Big Timber. I don't know if any of you guys are familiar with this show. It's on, I believe, Netflix right now. Awesome show, guys. It is pretty cool, and I've learned a lot of like the terminology and just how things are done in real life. Like for instance, at least in the show, this is how it goes, right? They have something called a dry sort, where you cut all your logs down on the mountain, you bring them to the dry sort, and let them dry out, and that's how you grade your logs between, like, you know, ones that are not great, that have like knots in them, and it just looks sloppy and they're twisted, and then you have, you know, your other logs which are just like pristine and are really good for making planks and stuff like that. So pretty cool show, guys. I highly recommend it if you're into just like, you know, forestry or logging at all, and you want to actually get into it some more. That is most of our small stuff. I mean, there's still some small stuff over there, but it's becoming difficult, to say the least, to move it with the Kubota now. just because of all the congestion in there. So I do believe that it is time to bust out the winch. But before we even do that, I want to go over here and I want to sell this and just see where this puts us at. So right now we're at 5,900 and going down fast. So now 17,000. Perfect. Perfect. So just about 12,000 that we got out of there. Now, one thing we got to worry about with this winch, well, not necessarily worry about, but just make sure that we're thinking of, it can only hold 6.6 tons, I do believe. So this guy right here, that's fine. I want to look for one of these big box elders just to see what the weight is on those guys. Where are they? No, they're in. Here we go. Here's one. So this guy, 4.5 tons. Okay. So I don't think that there's actually any trees here at the moment that are going to give us a problem. But that is definitely something that we're going to have to keep in mind, because I know for certain there are trees on this property that can probably go up to as big as, you know, like 15, 16 tons when you fell them. So we got to watch out for that. Now, let's hop out here. I want to get this big box elder first. This is a big one. Okay. And I don't remember the actual things here. So, okay. Okay. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Now, actually, can I winch onto this too? You bet I can. And that one will probably have to leave. So, let's see if this gives us any issue here. Nope, not really. As long as we don't run into any stumps, we should be good to go. Oh, okay, there we go. Momentary snag there for a little bit. It's not quick, but it's definitely moving wood, that's for sure. And I actually got both of those trees. Look at that. Somehow that other little Scotch pine got caught up in there. Ooh, is this... You know what? What if we lower this down? Nope. Let's pull it in a little more. There we go. Just get it right up against the shield there. And then as soon as we pass this threshold, we're good to hop out and sell. Let's see what we're at here. What? Oh, there we go. 28,000. So just like that, it's very quick. When you start getting these big, giant, deciduous trees, bam, 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 things start moving very fast. Especially with like the big elms, some of the shagbark hickories. Those guys are real big. They can definitely bring in some nice money there. Now this guy, ooh, this could be a little challenging just because it's right up against its stump. But let's see. No, we're fine. Went right past it. That's what we want to see. All right, I'm going to get to work. I'm just going to start hauling, man. I want to clear everything out here, and then we're going to see where we're at in terms of capacity on the sawmill, because I really want to fill this thing up and just get it completely full, so that way we can get, like, you know, a good 3 months of working on like a cut somewhere or something else that we don't have to necessarily focus our attention 100% on filling up our sawmill. All right. Well, we have officially exhausted all the trees on our claim. I know it looks like there's more trees over here, but if you take a look, those are all outside of our claim, so we cannot touch them. Everything that we have on our claim has been cut down and is just about been thrown inside our sawmill. So okay, I have a couple more to haul here, some big ones too. And, you know, we got pretty far, so I'm not complaining. We did really well out of this cut, if I'm being honest. We got a lot of money out of it, and we got a lot of wood, and we still got a lot of planks, and we got a lot. Oh, a lot. When I say a lot, I mean a lot of wood chips left to go. So, yeah, very happy with that. Now we just got to finish loading this up, and we can start moving on. All right. Well, for all intents and purposes, this is the last of like the valuable big trees on there. So we got 83,000 liters in here. That's going to have to do for now because we're out of trees in this easy to reach area here, but I'm not too worried about it. That's 83,000. That's going to last us probably 2, maybe 3 months. It's going to be tight. And then we're going to have to start digging into that whole area over there. But before we even start thinking about that, what I want to do is I want to take a trip over to the shop, and I want to look into some winter equipment that we can use in order to make things a little bit easier for us when the snow starts to come. And there may be some of you out there that are like, oh, Hugz, what are you doing, man? This is a waste of time. Well, believe me, it's not. If you watch season 1 of the Lumberjack Saga, you saw how much we struggled. We struggled in the snow. It was no joke. And I want to be prepared for when the snow comes this time, so that way I don't have to struggle. So there are a couple things that I've got my eye on that I think will work out well for us, but we're going to take a closer look once we get over to the shop. But, you know, let's take a drive over there, just me and you, right? We haven't done this in a while. So let's just take a nice relaxing drive over. Here we are, one of our favorite places in the whole game, the shop. Yes. And check it out, guys. The shop on this map, super cool. It's a class dealership, but I guess you could just get anything here. Now, let's go in here. Let's hop in and let's check out the forestry equipment. So, the thing that I've had my eye on is this guy right here, the 262 Monster V. Now, we should be able to run it no problem with our tractor. It's 180 horsepower, 132 kilowatts. That should be stuff that we can do no problem. And then the other one is the road salter right here, the Brettel SG2000. So I was looking at these two, but then I remembered our tractor does not have a 3-point on the front. So we actually can't hook these up because these are front attaching tools. So yeah, I mean, it kind of stinks, but this is actually better, I believe, than this guy right here. Yeah, see, it's got a larger width that we can work with. And this guy, 10 meters. This is basically a spreader on steroids for salt. Yeah, pretty cool. So who needs this stuff? We're going to go with this guy right here and this guy right here. Now, we are going to have to make 2 trips to get it back. And this guy right here, the SG2000, we are going to have to fill it up with salt as well. So it holds 2,000. We'll make sure that we pick that up before we leave here. So let's buy this. Let's also get our snowblower. And we do want the hydraulic wing on it. Color, we're going to go with the most obnoxious and loud red we can find. Perfect. And then the last thing we need before we can actually finish our shopping trip here is going to be the salt, which I think we can just get regular pallets full. Pallet tank. Nope, not there. Okay. I know for sure it's in this one. So here we go. Only 200 bucks. And we'll actually buy, I'm going to buy 4 of these. It's super cheap, but I don't know how long, like how long one pallet will last. So we'll just make sure we have a couple. And then, maybe we'll swing over here with the skid steer in our truck to pick up the pallets at some point. But for now, we'll just be happy taking the snowblower over and then 2,000 liters when we can get it. All right, now that we got this guy hooked up, I want to see how to control these hydraulic wings. Okay, there we go. So that's how you do, wait, that was only the left wing. How do we do the right wing? Why didn't that do both? Okay, that's a little odd. But hey, whatever. That works. So up and down do the one on the left side, and left and right do the one on the right side. That's why I was saying that. It's a little weird, but we'll pull them in for now, just for transport, and then lower it. Okay. Interesting. All right, that's a really cool tool. I am actually very excited for it to, if it doesn't snow now, I'm gonna be very upset if it doesn't snow at this point. It's gotta snow, basically. So yeah, hopefully, oh, did I see some snow in the air? No, maybe that was just some exhaust blowing in my face here. All right, so I got a couple trips to make to get this stuff back. I will take over, you know what? We'll just fill it up and leave the excess salt there. I was gonna say I'll take the truck, but nah, we're just gonna make 2 trips with our tractor. We are back at the shop for trip number 2 here, and guys, I will say I'm starting to actually learn this map now, and the more I drive around in it, the more I like it. It's such a cool map. Where is the correct area to hook up here? Gotta be up there. Yeah, this is such a cool map. I'm really enjoying playing on this, and I'm wondering, how's it like to do a farming run on this? Would you guys like to see me do a farming playthrough on this map as well? Or should I just stick with the forestry? Please drop it in the comments down below. Let me know if you would like to see that, because I can always, start another playthrough where we focus on farming, or maybe cows, maybe livestock of some sort. You know, there's so much you can do here that the sky's the limit, really. Unlimited amount of options. So yeah, please do let me know if that is something you are interested in. And let's just take a... I usually don't play with traffic on, but I am on this playthrough, and it is a pain in the butt. Yeah, let's just take a nice look. Look at all the detail. These houses are super cool. I love driving through the town square. There's the big church in there. That's kind of how I navigate now, is I look at that church and I kind of use that as like my one of my waypoints. So I know if, I got to make a left at the church to go here, I got to make a right at the church to go there. So that's kind of been my go-to for navigation. And look at this big old cow pasture right here. That's super nice. Oh, a lot of details. You can tell that the map maker just put so much like effort and love into this map. Like really, you can't sit down and make something like this if you really don't care about it. You really got to care. So I'm super grateful for them I'm super grateful to them for making a really awesome map for us to play on. So big shout out to you guys out there. Here's the church I was talking about, and it has this cool monument to World War II, I do believe, right up there. with this machine dropped off, this is now our winter needs hopefully taken care of. So when the snow comes, we are ready for it. We can salt this entire thing here, get rid of the snow there. We got our snow blower for anything super deep. So let's think about some future plans here and how we want to move forward. So this area over here, obviously going to be a little bit harder to manage getting the trees up. And I'm very interested in trying this thing out too. Our hydraulic, what is this thing called? The dock. Yeah, I'm very interested in trying out the dock there too, but we got to get the trees from there to over here. Now, I've been thinking about the best way to do this, and I do believe that our best option is probably going to be a forwarder of some sort. So let's take a look in the shop here and just take a gander at the different forwarder options. So here we go, forwarders. We've got the Felix, the 848L, the Bison Active Frame, and the F20D. Now, I would realistically like something with a nice juicy winch on it so we can just pull out any big tree with no issues whatsoever. This guy doesn't look like he has a winch, but it is big. Looks like you just smashed the trees right back in there. No winch on this guy. This guy's definitely got a winch, 15 tons. And this one has a winch, 10-ton winch. Pricey machine here though. The John Deere 848L-2. This is probably going to be what we're going for here. And this is like a big boy too. So the winch is right in this area here. That's where you pull, and then you grapple on right here, and then it lets you drag anything you need through, and it's a 15-ton winch. So that can pretty much take care of anything that forest could throw at us, I believe. I know there's some that can get bigger than 15 tons, but nonetheless, still not like we couldn't figure that out. So a couple options here for wheels. We got the EcoTrack. I don't know what those do, to be honest. I wonder if they provide more traction. Maybe not. I don't know. So yeah, that's going to be what we're going to shoot for next episode, is getting that guy. And let's just quickly look at some of these trees. A lot of these Tilla, how do you say this? Tilla amarensis. We got a lot of these Tilla amarensis around here. Oddly enough, no American elms. I wonder why that is. Maybe because we're on a France map. Although they drive on the right side of the road in this map. Do they also drive on the right side of the road in France? Wait a second. Is this an American? Yeah, there we go. American elm. USA. All right, so we do have a couple American elms on here. Shagbark hickories. Another shagbark hickory. All right. So this area all back here is, yeah, this is a lot. This is a lot. A lot of bigger trees too, which is starting to get me excited. I like to see the bigger trees. So this is going to make us a lot of money back here. And I think that the forwarder is our best option. Now, in terms of getting in there, so I think cutting a path right here, cutting a road right here, and this is kind of gonna be our egress and ingress points. And then we'll come through, we'll go through this road section, and then maybe we'll try and use this dock right here. If that doesn't work out, then we'll have to just haul it up the hill, do it the old-fashioned way. But going through these piles here, these wood piles, that's just asking for trouble, I believe. So we're not even going to try and do that. It may be able to fit some of the bigger trees, but it's going to be a tight squeeze. So why even put myself through that hassle when we can just go around that way and bring the trees in with no problem there. So, yep, that's the plan. That's how we're going to handle things moving forward. But guys, I do believe that is going to be it for today. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, don't forget to drop a like, subscribe if you're not already, leave me a comment down below. Let me know if you're doing anything similar to this, how your playthrough is going. And as always, have yourself a beautiful day, and I will see you on the next one.